Hello students, I Rakesh Chauhan welcome you all in the e-learning classes of physics. Today in this video we are going to discuss about problems based on theorems of moment of inertia. So in our last video we have discussed about the various theorems of moment of inertia, and there are two theorems of moment of inertia, as you know, theorem of perpendicular axis and theorem of parallel axis. So in this video we are actually going to focus that how these theorems are important in finding out the moment of inertia of a given body along a given axis. So first question I have taken is find the moment of inertia of a ring about its diameter, about its one of the diameter. There may be so many diameters, so we have to find out the moment of inertia of a ring about its one of the diameter. So suppose this is the ring and this is suppose the diameter of the ring. So we have to find out the moment of inertia of this ring about this diameter. So if this ring is actually rotated about this diameter, then how much is the moment of inertia? So we know that the moment of inertia of this ring about this axis, which is passing through the center of mass, or we can say center of this ring, and perpendicular to the plane of this ring, this axis is perpendicular to the plane of this ring, is mr square. We know that the moment of inertia according to the table which we have discussed in the last video. Okay, so we want to find the moment of inertia of this ring along this diameter. So if I take this as x-axis and this as z-axis, then there may be another perpendicular axis, suppose this is y-axis. So this will be also a diameter, we can say. So moment of inertia चाहे हम इस एक्सिस के अलोंग निकालें चाहे हम इस एक्सिस के अलोंग निकालें, दोनों सेम आएंगे क्योंकि दोनों ही डायमीटर हैं. We can say that this is also the diameter, this is also the diameter, and this x-axis, y-axis and z-axis are perpendicular to each other and meeting at the center of this ring. So here we can apply the theorem of perpendicular axis. How? According to theorem of perpendicular axis, the moment of inertia along z-axis is equals to the moment of inertia along x-axis plus the moment of inertia along y-axis if the body is in xy plane, and that's why the z-axis will be perpendicular. Okay, so this ix and iy will be same because this is also the diameter, this is also the diameter, so the moment of inertia along the diameter will be same. So if I put ix is equal to iy is equal to I, then iz can be written as twice of I, and from here I can be written as 1/2 of iz, and we know that the moment of inertia along z-axis or the perpendicular axis which is passing through the center of mass of this ring is mr square in case of ring, and in case of disk it is half mr square. So iz, or we can say I, will be 1/2 of mr square, which can be written as this is ix is equals to iy is equals to half mr square. So moment of inertia of a ring along any of the diameter is exactly half that of the moment of inertia along the main axis, which is perpendicular to the plane of the ring and passing through the center of mass. So this is how we can find out, or we can use the theorem of perpendicular axis in finding out the moment of inertia along the diameter. ओके, सो अगर इसी केस में आपसे पूछा गया होता रिंग की जगह डिस्क का मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया, तो आपका जो आंसर हो जाता वो हो जाता 1/4 mr², क्योंकि उस केस में मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया mr² की जगह हाफ mr² आता iz के अलॉन्ग, और वी कैन से z एक्सिस के अलॉन्ग. Okay, so this was the first problem we have discussed. Let us discuss the next problem. Suppose we have given a disk and we have to find out the moment of inertia of the disk along the axis passing through the edge of the disk. This is second problem I have taken. Find the moment of inertia of a disk about an axis passing through or we can say about an axis tangent to the disk first and first perpendicular to the plane of disk, and second case is parallel to the plane of the disk. So these are the two separate axes. So we have to find out the moment of inertia of the disk along these axes. So suppose this is the disk I have, and this is the axis which is tangent to the disk at this point and which is perpendicular to the plane of the disk. So suppose disk ऐसे रखी हुई है और ये जो एक्सिस है वो परपेंडिकुलर है. ओके, सो इसके पैरेलल एक एक्सिस हम ले सकते हैं जो कि इसके सेंटर ऑफ मास से पास होगी, सेंटर से पास होगी, और ये मेन एक्सिस हम इसको बोलते हैं. और इस एक्सिस के अलोंग मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया डिस्क का हमें पता होता है, दिस इज हाफ mr². सो हमें इस एक्सिस के अलोंग मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया निकालना है. सपोज ये एक्स वाई एक्सिस है और ये ए बी एक्सिस है जो कि हमें पता है. सो अगर हम थ्योरम ऑफ पैरेलल एक्सिस यहाँ यूज़ करें, सो अकॉर्डिंग टू थ्योरम ऑफ पैरेलल एक्सिस आई एक्स वाई इज इक्वल टू आई ए बी प्लस एम एच स्क्वायर, वेयर एच इज द perpendicular distance between the two parallel axes, and this is, as you can see, is radius of the disk. So IAB we know 1/2 mr², the moment of inertia, and m into h square means r², so this is 3/2 mr². So अगर ये एक्सिस टेंजेंट है इस डिस्क के और परपेंडिकुलर है इस डिस्क के प्लेन के, तो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया होगा 3/2 mr². लेकिन जैसा कि सेकंड केस में ये कह रहा है पैरेलल टू द प्लेन ऑफ द डिस्क, मीन्स अब जो एक्सिस है वो ऐसे ना होके और इस तरीके से ये एक्सिस है. सपोज ये डिस्क है तो ये एक्सिस ऐसे है. अब हमें इस एक्सिस के अलोंग मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया निकालना है. तो अगर हम इस एक्सिस के अलोंग मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया निकालना चाहते हैं तो डेफिनेटली इस एक्सिस के पैरेलल कोई एक्सिस हमें ढूंढनी पड़ेगी, और पैरेलल एक्सिस डेफिनेटली इसका डायामीटर ही हो सकता है. इस डिस्क का जो डायामीटर होगा वो उस एक्सिस के पैरेलल होगा जो टेंजेंट होगी और डिस्क के प्लेन के प्लेन में ही होगी, पैरेलल होगी, ऐसा हम कह सकते हैं। ओके, तो यहाँ जो चेंज आएगा वो केवल आई ए बी में आएगा। सो आई एक्स वाई इज इक्वल्स टू आई ए बी, और हमें पता है कि मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द डिस्क अलोंग डायमीटर विल बी just half of this, that is 1 by 4 mr square. So this is 1 by 4 mr square for second case I have taken this, plus mh square means mr square. So this is 5 by 4 mr square. So this is the difference between these two axes. Although the axis is same, that is it is the tangent, but now it is tangent, but it is situated in the same plane in which this disk is. So this will be the diameter and this is passing through the center. So इसके along moment of inertia, या ये आप कह सकते हो ए बी एक्सिस हो गई और ये एक्स वाई एक्सिस हो गई। सो आई एक्स वाई की वैल्यू ये आ जाएगी। ओके, तो हमें इसमें थोड़ा सा इमेजिनेशन पावर को बढ़ाना पड़ेगा कि किस तरीके से कौन सी एक्सिस हमें लेनी है, आई ए बी कौन, मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया कौन सी एक्सिस के अलोंग है और परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस कितनी। हालांकि ये ज़्यादातर केसेस में जो परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस होगी वो रेडियस ही होगी, डिस्क होगा या आप कह सकते हो सिलेंडर हो सकता है, स्फेयर हो सकता है, तो ज़्यादातर केस में एच की वैल्यू रेडियस के इक्वल आती है। सो आई होप आपको थ्योरम ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर एक्सिस एंड पैरेलल एक्सिस किस तरीके से यूज़ करते हैं इसका थोड़ा आइडिया ज़रूर आया होगा। प्रॉब्लम्स में, न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम्स में नॉर्मली क्या होगा, आपको मास दे दिया जाएगा, रेडियस दे दिया जाएगा, तो मास और रेडियस की वैल्यू पुट करके और आप एक्चुअल वैल्यू फाइंड आउट कर सकते हो मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया की। नाउ लेट अस डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। फाइंड द मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया ऑफ द रोड along xy axis as shown in the figure below. So this is the diagram we have given, and this is the road of length L and mass capital M. We have to find out the moment of inertia of this road along this xy axis. So first we have to find out the main axis which is passing through the center of mass of this road. And you know that the center of mass of this road is this, and in the just middle of the road we can see. So this is the axis which is parallel to this axis. So if we know the moment of inertia of this road along this axis, which we may denote as AB axis, then using the theorem of parallel axis we can find out the moment of inertia of the same road along xy axis. So according to theorem of parallel axis, Ixy is equal to Iab plus mh square, where h is the perpendicular distance between the two parallel axes, and you know that if this is L, then this will be L by 2. So the perpendicular distance between these two axes we can say will be L by 2. And you know that the moment of inertia of the road along this axis, which is perpendicular to this road and passing through the center of mass of this road, is ml square upon 12. So this is the value of IAB, and here the L is capital L we have been given, so ml square upon 12. Now Ixy will be ml square upon 12 plus mh square, means L by 2 whole square. So this is ml square upon 12 plus ml square upon 4. Now we can take 12 as LCM, so ml square plus 3 ml square. So this is 4 by 12 ml square, which can be written as 1 by 3 ml square. So the moment of inertia of the road along xy axis is 1 by 3 ml square, where m is the mass of the road and L is the length of this road. So this is how these theorems of perpendicular axis and parallel axis are utilized or important or plays a vital role in finding out the moment of inertia along the given axis. So thank you very much for watching the video completely.